a ball is released from height h, which makes perfectly elastic collision. Remember, perfectly elastic collision with ground. The frequency of periodic vibratory motion is. So see here, a ball is released from height h. H is the height from the surface of earth from where that ball is released. And that ball, when that ball strikes the surface of earth, it undergoes perfectly elastic collision. Means after striking the surface of earth, it will rebound and once again reaches the same height h due to perfect elastic collision. There will be no loss of energy during the collision and ball will be reaching again the same height h after collision with the surface of earth. Now as far as the time taken by ball to reach to the surface of earth is concerned, time taken to reach the ground, time taken by what? Ball to reach ground, it can be obtained by using kinematical equation. So we know that S is equal to ut plus half at square. This kinematical equation is very well known to you. Now for vertical motion, S is replaced by h, because what is the vertical displacement of ball? It is height. Initial velocity 0. So u is 0, means this term is 0. Plus as ball is moving downward towards the earth, so a is replaced by g, so half g into t square. Therefore here t square is equal to 2h divided by g, or time t is equal to under root of 2h divided by g. Means we can say t is the time taken by ball to reach the surface of earth when it is released from height h. And remember, same time t will be taken by that ball to rebound and reaches to the height h. Means the total time taken by ball to move from its original position to the surface of earth and back to the original position, it is a t plus t, that is 2t. So the time period of oscillation, so time taken by ball to bounce back, time taken by ball to bounce back, which is time period, time taken by ball to bounce back, which is also known as time period. Bounce back is also known as time period, and it is capital T, and it is 2 times this time t. So that is equal to 2 into under root of 2h divided by g, 2h divided by g. Now as the time period is 2t, that is 2 into 2h divided by g, but we know that time period is reciprocal of frequency. Time period is reciprocal of frequency. Therefore frequency f is equal to, here reciprocal of 2 is 1 by 2, and under root of reciprocal of 2h by g is g divided by 2h, g divided by 2h. So the frequency of vibratory motion of that ball, it is 1 by 2 under root of g divided by 2h. So I think option A is the correct option for this question. Option A is the correct option for this question.